It is now recording.
Yes, and same on the audio recorder.
Should be recording.
Yep.
Old Rick's going to be crying the whole episode because he decided he wanted to be a bother today. He just always is a bother.
That's very true.
He decided to be. He just wakes up and his life is just like a constant bother.
Yeah.
You know? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I still can't believe that Rick is alive after eating literally 2 pounds of chocolate.
You were trying to take him out, dude. I say that I don't like the dog, but
yeah.
You don't like that dog. You tried to kill him, dude.
I don't let anybody know my next move, dude. One day I'll be patting him on the head. Next day I'll be fucking leaving 2 pounds of chocolate on my floor.
See, the thing for me is I would never kill Rick.
No?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I would never. You tried. You left 2 pounds of chocolate out for him to get.
Fucking put me in a quarter log. Explain that.
How did it even happen?
I don't know, dude. He just wandered into my room like he does and fucking just started munching on chocolate wrappers and all, dude. It was like, you know how those like the Christmas Reese's cups, like the mini ones, and how they're like all tinfoil?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chocolate, tinfoil, and M&M's.
Dude, for real. He ate the most nutritious diet for a dog, and Max goes, "Oh, dude, I'm so pissed at you, dude. You're trying to kill my dog, ruining his diet. I won't feed him tonight because he ate so much chocolate." It's like, damn, dude, riding my ass. All he does, Rick.
It's like, Rick this, Rick that. Rick ate 2 pounds of chocolate. You guys accidentally fed him tinfoil and M&M's.
Endless.
Never ends, dude.
It's like he doesn't even know that, like, literally a bag my grandma gave me with a big old Santa Claus chocolate bar doesn't look just like that tub of food right there in his fucking little sunflower mat.
Right. Well, I don't even know what that is. He eats food off of, like, I don't even know, dude. It's a piece of cloth. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a piece of, like...
Neither have I.
Like, fleece cloth.
Yeah.
That we put his food onto.
Yeah, and Max is like, it's because he eats too fast, but it's literally...
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It just sits in the corner, and it's, like, never not washed. Soggy.
Never been washed.
It gets washed quarterly. I've lived here. I've seen it washed, like, twice.
Okay.
In a year. Man, I'm so fucking tired. I was up late as fuck last night. So New Year's, I was up till fucking, what?
You said 6.
Emma and I were up till 6 because we took mushrooms.
Yep.
I had been eating mushrooms since 8 at night. I did my set at Acme, the New Year's set, sort of tripping. It was good, though. It felt good.
Oh, yeah, it has to.
And then I just kept eating them. She ate them at like 2 or so whenever she picked me up, and then ate more at like 4 a.m.
Dangerous game.
Right. But, dude, think of this. This is why I was up so fucking late.
Yeah.
So, you think they need to know the backstory?
Do I even know the backstory, dude? It's a complex story, dude.
How do you see it from an outside looking in? How do you see it?
As I see what's going on with you and Emma, should I
yeah,
okay,
it's all right.
All right. Well, how I see it is, you guys obviously really like each other, and then just shit keeps happening and happening and happening, and you guys are like, I don't know, I don't want to call it dating, but yet you guys are constantly with each other. She's like, oh, don't tell them I'm in the next room. It's like, we fucking know. I heard your boots and your 6 foot tall ass just clomp, 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 clomp all the way into his room. And they're going to act like I don't hear in the middle at like 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep, dude. Like, I don't know. It seems like it's not mischievous. It's not nefarious or anything like that. It's just
So
It's a lot
Emma's
to keep up with.
Emma's was my girlfriend. We were dating earlier in the year.
This is
Out. You want to just pack one? We were dating.
it's
Not done.
not done.
All right. We were dating earlier in the year, and then she had to move to Germany for a school program, so she left, and we broke up. And then I just found myself, down some dark alleys.
Yeah.
I developed some bad habits.
Yeah.
But she came back, like
2 weeks ago, week ago.
week ago,
Yeah.
and after 2 days of her being in town, we pretty much immediately reconnected and then started right back up again.
And the turmoil this man was through. He would be on the couch every night, rubbing his face, going, "Bitches, man, fucking bitches, man."
The heart wants what it wants.
Heart wants what it wants, and you shouldn't stop it. Listen to your heart, But like, goddamn, dude. Even when I obviously don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's like, all right, but when I first saw her, I'm like, man, I don't know how he's gonna react when he first sees her again. Because you guys were not talking.
Yeah, we didn't talk for 2-3 months. We didn't
How
talk
recently did it start back up?
5 days ago. She got back a week ago. It started.
And then you guys just started talking then.
Yeah, and we just right back together.
Dude. This seems like some 50-year-old dude having an affair with like a 22-year-old. Like, I told her I was done. And then I see her one day, and suddenly, next thing you know, I'm back at a motel just dogging her brains. Like, it's like you can't even resist, dude.
No,
you
she
got a
made
nose
this
on you.
rolling tray, dude. You
Yeah.
know how she's a friend of the pod. She makes rolling
Absolutely.
trays. You can buy a rolling tray from her.
And I have no bad blood. I
there's
like
no-
being around Emma. She's great, and yeah, I don't no bad blood, obviously.
Right. So now that situation is sort of explained, the backstories there.
Yep.
We're back together. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
We're hanging out. That's what we're doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. Do you have my weed? You can throw a little in the bowl there.
Yep.
So, New Year's we're hanging out, right? Fucking stay up till 6 a.m. Just as I'm starting to go to bed at 6 a.m., I hear like 3 voices in the kitchen talking. And they are talking at full volume all night. And it's the most boring conversation you've ever fucking heard in your life. At like borderline yelling. Mm-hmm. You know when you get drunk and your ears are kind of ringing,
Yep.
so you talk louder?
Yep.
It was that kind of talking. And the fucking... Like, the conversation that I heard, just to give you a little in on it, is, bro, 6 a.m., I'm up, all right? I work a 9 to 5, okay, bro? What I'm doing is I'm working on computers, you understand? So I'm a data engineer. What I make a year, 85 grand, okay? But then you look at when the company breaks it down with health insurance benefits and all that good stuff, I'm valued at about 140 grand. And I'm really sorry that you have Crohn's disease, dude. And it went just like that. Because I thought, that's the dumbest fucking conversation I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
Why does that need to be happening at 6 a.m.? You know?
Yeah, no, it sounds like people that need a fucking punch in the face a little bit. I'm telling you, at 140 grand, who gives a fuck, dude?
So think of this. We wake up the next morning, 9 a.m., and I felt great. You guys were saying it was probably because I was still high on mushrooms, and I don't think that was the case. I was up, and I felt like I was running like a top. And we walk to the corner store, and we get pancake mix. We make pancakes in the morning.
Yep.
She asks these guys on the couch. One's her roommate. 2 of the guys are just from out of town. They're his buddies. And one of the buddies is like, yeah, sure, I'll have some pancakes. So he comes in the kitchen, he's talking with us. Totally cool. Mm-hmm. I don't sense anything off. We meet you guys for wings.
Yep.
Later in the night, we come back. I should say that these men have not slept. From 6 to when we woke up, they have not slept. And they've been doing lines of Adderall.
Lines of Adderall is just degradation.
Yeah. So he does a line of Adderall before he eats pancakes. He's up. They go watch the Vikings-Packer game at wherever they are. We're watching it. We come back. The other ones are kind of tired on the couch.
Is that all right if I put that on there?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Throwing a little keef on the bowl. Other dudes are like falling asleep, and the one that ate the pancakes with us in the morning, wide awake. And he goes, "You guys trying to hang out?" And we were like, "No, man, we're good. We're going to go to bed. We were up till 6. We only slept 3 hours. Go into her room. We're watching a movie, bullshitting, fucking come out to get ready to go to bed. Mm-hmm. She's in the bathroom. He's standing in the kitchen with me, and he goes, "Did you get my note?" And I was like, "What note?" And he goes, "Under your door. It should be right there." I put it under the door.
Yep.
So I grabbed a blank check, and in the memo line, it just says in scratchy black pen, "Can I hang out with you guys?" with 3 question marks. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, we're going to bed, dude." And he was like, "Oh, I just wondered because you said that an hour ago." And I was like, "Yeah, we're going to bed right now." She comes out. I'm taking a piss. I leave the door open because I don't trust this man. Mm-hmm. And I can see she goes right into her room. As I'm pissing, I see through the crack of the door, he's got his hand on her door handle. And I go, "Oh." So I wrap up. I go out. And then he knocks on the door as I'm walking out of the bathroom. And on her door. And I go, "What's up, man?" And he goes, "Oh, I just wanted to get you guys added on Snapchat. I thought that would be cool." And I was like, "Sure, dude." So I gave him my Snapchat, and he stood there and looked at me for a little while like he wanted to like ask Emma.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Good night." And I went in and closed the door. He was like, "Good night," and he didn't leave. So I don't know when he walked away from the door.
Jesus Christ.
She goes to bed because, think of this. This is how women are. They just get to... I said, "That was really fucking weird." I tell her what happened, sort of. She's like, "Yeah, that's really weird. I'm going to bed." And then she just goes to sleep. But as a dude, you have to... You're the first line of defense. There's
Absolutely.
no lock on the door. She just gets to pass out.
Yep.
And you have to think, what's the game plan?
Yeah.
If this motherfucker comes in, what's the move? Because there's no lock.
Yeah. No, once again, I mean, I know I've talked about this scene in The Lord of the Rings multiple times, but what's saying that he's not standing over you in the prancing pony with a fucking sword ready to fucking gash it down only on you, and then he's going to wake him up and be like, "Dude, it's fucked up. I saw a guy come in here, stab him in the throat, and leave."
Right.
Like, it's so creepy, especially the idea that he was like, "You guys said you're going to go to bed an hour ago," and a little bit pissed about it.
I know.
It's does not make sense.
That was the part that got me. I was like, you're keeping
the
track, man? You're keeping score right now?
Yeah, and every dude knows, like, when a guy is with a woman, especially a woman you don't know and you don't even know the guy, pretty much.
Yep.
You're not going to go in there. Or, no, every person fucking knows this. If it's 2 people you don't know and are like, I kind of want to be friends with them. Well, fucking wait.
The door shut.
Yeah.
She obviously went in there and closed the door because it was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And I was just stuck dealing with him, and we were watching the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer show before. He looks a lot like the actor in Jeffrey Dahmer. Not so much Jeffrey Dahmer himself, but the actor. And then I come out at like 1 a.m. I'm still awake. I'm like, I gotta take a piss. So I come out, and he must have heard me coming out of the door because he's sitting at the end of this long hallway on a couch, and his head's turned just like this, looking down the hallway at me. And we make eye contact, and it's just the glow of the TV light on the side of his face. And I was like, I shoot a wave to him.
Yep.
He doesn't wave back at me, just keeps looking at me. Oh, we gotta pause this.
Yep, 1 sec.
So it's recording.
Yep, little interruption.
Yeah,
That's
Max
okay.
got home. He had to let Rick out of his prison,
Yep,
from which he made.
for
He
real.
forged with his own hands, man. His
Brick
own paws.
by brick.
Yep, brick by brick, he forged that by losing every ounce of trust that I've ever had for him.
That fucker, dude. He honestly... Did I tell you about the time he spilled like ramen noodles all over my bed? So I'm a dirty guy. Like
Yeah.
I do not pick up my room. I think we've talked about it a few times, but I have on my side table that that tray guy gave to me, and I had like a cup of ramen noodles, and I had to go to work at like 8 a.m. So
Yeah.
I went to bed, woke up, was like, "Fuck it, I'll just leave it for when I get back." I, of course, leave my door open a crack. He noses his way in there, smells everything. Just come home. My PS4 controller is completely ruined, and it will never be the same. I've tried so many times to clean that shit off. There is like teriyaki sauce in the bedding of it, so it's always like sticky.
Does the buttons come up slower? The square.
Sometimes they don't even come up. Like I was playing God of War, and he just kept going, calling the fucking axe back. I was getting pissed off, but he spilled it all over my bed, and there's still like a brown. I gotta get new sheets, but there's still like a brown ramen stain that only I can. It's almost gone,
But you know it's there.
I know it's there, and
Yeah.
it pisses me off.
No, you've never told me that.
No,
I would have been ferocious. I would have been so goddamn angry. He's not even allowed to look at my room.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think it's those fucking hooks that fucked me up a little bit because I got shit on them most of the time.
Yes, that probably is what it is. One time he got in and literally must have went in, bit a 1 pound bag of cashews, and just shook it. Because there was cashews all over my fucking room. Slobber, the plastic was half gone.
Yeah.
Because he loves the wrapper.
Exactly.
If he can eat the wrapper, he's a happy guy. Maybe if you start leaving chimichangas out unwrapped, he'll leave them be.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, is I feel like with all dogs, when they do something sneaky, they try to make it like, oh, I'm going to tear a little hole, and then it just surprises them and all spills out. Because I think it was probably him dragging it, it tore, and then he just ran, ate as many cashews as he could quick, ran, and was like, fuck, no one's going to ever know it was me.
Yeah.
That's the shitty part about dogs, dude.
Oh.
They cannot learn that way. If you get home and the whole house is destroyed at 5 hours later, they're gonna be like, what? Why are you so mad?
They're like, that would be like when we pawn Max's TV.
Yeah, dude.
Because rent's getting too high. We pawn the TV and just simply go, whoa, dude, why are you getting so fucking
I'm
mad?
making a bunch of money on Facebook Marketplace, and now you're gonna act like this, dude.
I went to Pawn America, and they gave me fucking $600 like that. They didn't ask me any questions. They didn't even turn it on. They gave me $600 because I fucking needed, dude.
Yeah.
You keep upcharging.
And all you do is sit up there playing on your Steam Deck, acting like you're being productive. Oh, I sold that too, dude. How's that make you feel?
All them plants gone in an hour. We got someone coming to pick them up.
I said, new year, new us. We're all fucking changing for the better.
So Elliot and I are just trying to live, dude. It's hand to mouth, and we need to make rent somehow.
Exactly.
Eventually, we get to the point where we're just ripping copper out of Max's walls. He comes home, and we got the sawzall is running. You're cutting pipes down, throwing them next to.
I don't even cut the pipes. I'm just fucking trying to dog them out of the walls.
It's bending, and all of a sudden you get the quick water sprays on the side of your face. Oh shit! Turn the water.
Yeah, man, it's so hard. It's so hard living with a greedy landlord. Never do it. Never do it.
Oh,
making me giving them a month's notice before I move out.
What's that about, dude? I
Packing
should
up
just
my
be able
shit.
to go.
Packing
dude.
up my
What are
shit.
you, my dad?
Yeah.
What do you need to know? Maybe I'll leave tomorrow. I'll leave everything in that room. Won't pay a dime.
I'm like walking out with my last U-Haul box, like, dude, take it on my hands if you want to stop me. Come at me, dude.
Go ahead, put it back right back in my room where it was before.
Go ahead.
I want everything, not a fucking hair off, all right? Set my keys right where they were on the ground.
Yeah, dude, it's...
Man,
yeah.
Roommates are fucking... Oh, the story that I was telling you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Everything I told you, was that weird? That was weird, right?
Yeah, I mean...
How would you react? Would you have been more aggressive? Because I didn't know... Because apparently they're friends, sort of, somehow. I don't understand.
I've noticed...
Yeah.
There's a very fine line.
Right.
Between too aggressive and not aggressive enough.
Right.
Where it's like... If he's acting like that and obviously trying to, like... weasel his way in between you guys somehow, you know what like it was almost like a kid coming into his parents' room to be like, I threw up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the way he was standing with his hand on the doorknob was like when you convince yourself to get to your parents' door, but then you're like, they're gonna be really mad. Shit.
Dad's gotta work early tomorrow.
Dude, one time as a kid, I got up, woke up, went to take a piss, and fucking... Can I get the lighter from you?
Oh, do I have it?
It was sitting right next to you, I thought. Do I have it?
Let me stand up here.
Oh,
there it was.
Oh. I was standing there taking a piss, and I'm like, yep, I'm shitting. And I was at the age where I couldn't stop the flow.
Yep.
So I just kept pissing and shitting out of my ass while I was standing up. I just put a fat coil right on the ground. And I had to just go in and tell my mom, I pooped on the floor.
Dude, when I was a kid, did I ever tell you about the story when I first started working out and threw up for 2 minutes straight in the bitter cold?
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people that is a very loud vomiter. Like, I'm like, you know what I mean?
You get the feeling where it just isn't coming out all the way. Yeah.
Yep. And I dry heave for minutes after.
Yeah.
But like, I remember just sometimes I wouldn't tell them and still wake them up, just fucking like sound like I'm dying. It was the same shit when I would get constipated as a kid. I would like pound on my mom's door. It's like, I don't know. Like I get terrified when I couldn't poop.
Jesus, man. Why so scared?
Dude, it's like all I had. But no, I'm kidding. I don't know. It's know.
Interesting why that would scare you as much as it did. Because I would sometimes go a day or two without shitting. Like when I was a kid. Not really think anything of it, you know?
Yeah, man.
But now I fucking love pooping. I had to cut myself down to 2 poops a day.
Yep.
I love taking a shit. There's something about it. You just get to just clear your mind, you know?
Yeah.
And you can always push a little something out, usually.
Yeah. And other thing is like after being stopped up for, like you said, a day or two and letting it loose, it feels like almost like a face mask for dudes. Like women feel greatly refreshed after that.
Yeah, dude.
But dude, after like a good like,
I
didn't expect that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Where you really pinch a loaf. You let one go and like you feel like a pound lighter. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
I had a shit like that this morning.
Yeah, exactly. You ever have a shit so good that you weigh yourself after?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
At my old gym, we had a scale handy, and I would be getting like right out of high school, so I hadn't shit in like 3-4 hours. It's like for me, it's right away in the morning, and then in the afternoon, and I one time took a shit so big, and that toilet at the gym was a fucking hero, dude. There were linemen from
gym,
from NFL, college, high school, that kind of stuff, just eating nothing but shit, and then just coming in there being like letting it loose, and
that had to have like a constant smell, right?
Unimaginable.
Like you walk in there and you just know that you'll never smell that smell again.
No,
it stinks so bad,
so bad,
like a stadium bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it was like I remember one day, and you know what? Fuck it. I'm naming names on this one.
Go on.
This woman,
Yeah.
who was an MMA fighter, she was pretty. I think you know what? From people I hear, not so great.
You
But
could fuck her up though.
no.
Being your size.
Oh, okay.
You could put her down.
Yes, I think
So then, speak your talk, man. Talk your shit.
it's also like she's one of those people that's like a Second Amendment person, and like back in the day, I was super liberal. Now, not so much, but let me tell you what, she's not expecting something like this. What's up, buddy? What's up?
Oh, yeah,
you
you
know,
got a
like
knife
she
for Christmas.
she takes me to the ground and fucking right in her uterus. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. This knife makes me think bad
Made
thoughts.
you change, dude. You changed.
Well, because it's all because of like
It's the hook.
my girlfriend's brother
Yeah.
was like, this is like a punch stab, and it has like a fucking brass knuckle on it.
Yeah.
So all I've been thinking was, you know.
Doing this to your girlfriend's brother?
Oh no, he was the one that told me that it was like punch stab.
Got you.
But like thinking about like someone I really don't fucking like.
Yeah.
Because this shit is
stabbing them. Just coming up on some people you don't like and stabbing them.
dude, I know for a fact if I'm homeless, I'm one of those guys that's like, just and then greeting you with this. You know what I mean? I know the streets will change me if I ever hit that point.
So if you go homeless, you're just hurting people.
Dude, because they did it to me. They're all part of the system. I'm not in that shit anymore.
That's fucking right, man. You tapped out. It isn't because you had to. It's because you wanted to.
Exactly.
You're a free spirit, dude.
Yeah.
You're protesting.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
gonna tell me I can't fucking smoke meth in the middle of fucking in the middle of Dowling, you know, and chase some other homeless. You know what I mean?
You're gonna stab them.
Well, I'll at least run after them and keep going.
Catch them.
I'm gonna get you. Hey. Because the thing about the homeless in Minneapolis is that they're all like, yeah, hi, wave. They were never like that years before. I'm changing that.
Oh, you're getting them mad? You're getting them fired up again?
No, I'm not getting them fired up, but I'm gonna be like, they're not gonna be as friendly, but people are gonna know my name. You ever hear about the woman from in St. Paul that would always be around like the XL and shit like that?
No.
She was famous
For doing...
for just being a person that harasses people.
Really?
Yes, she would walk around and call like black people the N-word to their faces before they went to see like a
white,
concert at the She was a white little person, dude.
Oh, white midget?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that's why she was like really famous.
Why?
It was crazy. I mean, she would sometimes you would see her with a fucking shiner, so she
someone
must have
put her down.
popped her.
Yeah,
but I mean, they would get her on video. Obviously, they didn't.
How do you fucking punch a midget?
I don't know, man. Well, how? Yeah, it's like
You'd
that.
have to go straight down at him. Do you think that punch would hurt more? Does that gather more force punching your fist
gravity
down?
coming with you.
You're 6'4", dude. If you punch the person who's a midget, probably 4'8", 4'9", you're really gonna have to send your fist out. You're
You know how Alex
punching
Jones,
him into the earth.
Exactly. You know,
I'd love to see that on a GoPro, dude. Strap our GoPro, go down to St. Paul, find that midget bitch and punch her square in her head and put her down. I want to see that angle.
Well, I feel like it's almost like. Well, no. What was? Fuck. No. What I was gonna say is, you ever seen Alex Jones talk about, if I punch a man 10 times, I'd probably kill him.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how I feel talking about that. I like punch a midget 10 times, I'd probably fucking kill him. You know. Put him right down, because I don't think I could kill a man with
a punch.
10 punches.
With 10 punches.
Well, okay.
Damn, I don't know. I have no idea, man.
Well, actually, 10 I feel like possible, but I got to be real accurate. You know what I mean?
The first one's going to have to put him down, and the remaining 9, his head's going to be having to bounce off the concrete. You know what I mean? You're going to really have to rely on putting him. But do you think maybe if you punched a dude in his chest? Yeah,,,,, yeah, <laughs> yeah, send one straight out.
See?
Don't change your form at all. Just. catch right at your, and then send it forward.
You know how Bane and fucking Dark Knight Rises, when he's first talking and the guy goes, "What are you?" He goes, "I am Gotham's Reckoning." You know what I mean? Like me, homeless, I'm gonna be like, okay, my quota is $50 a week.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay for a Los Campeones membership for that month.
You're just gonna get jacked.
I'm gonna get jacked. I'm gonna eat right, and then I'm gonna fucking chase people, and they're gonna get real scared. You know what I mean?
You're gonna be, dude. The thing is, you'd be in jail after like the third one, and they're putting you away for a little while.
Think they're catching me, dude? Also, you think I'm not going out without a fight? If a cop,
I know you're going out without
me,
a fight. You're homeless. You're chasing people for fun. You're not like. You're telling me you're not. I draw the line at cops, dude. You know they're just doing their job, man.
I really support what you guys are doing, man.
Putting your hands behind your back. Yeah, it's fair. You got me. But I really appreciate what you do for the community.
I didn't kill one person.
You guys got a bad rap. The thing I won't apologize for is heading down to Como and chasing that blonde jogger. Yeah. I'm not going to apologize for that.
You're going to tell me she wasn't running down Lowry, knew what she was running into, dude? A reckoning.
That's when you would have the name Big E. Like, watch out for Big E.
Yeah, you ever hear about, like, cops talk about, like, frequent flyers and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Big E.
Big E, dude.
Yeah. Imagining you down the tubes, man. Because you seem well put together enough that you're not going to let yourself. Sometimes I consider what I would be like to be homeless because it doesn't feel far from it sometimes. You know?
I always consider what it would be like to be homeless. Like, look.
But you seem like a dude who. You got a good grasp on things.
I mean, if for me to be homeless, it'd be like mom and dad are dead. I've lost my phone, can't call anybody. You know what I mean? I
Parents are dead, you got no phone, you're going homeless. You get up in your 40s, 50s. you lose your phone and you just happen to lose your parents.
Long night at the bar last night. I don't know where my phone went.
Mom and dad are gone. And eventually we just see you devolve into a homeless person. I don't know what to do, dude. I have no phone.
Someone just accidentally runs over my phone like, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I have like 50K in the bank. Just, well, it's done.
It's all over, I guess.
But yeah, man, it's...
How long do you think you could reasonably be homeless? Like
acting like that? Not long, dude.
No, but
someone's putting me down. I think before the cops, I think it's like I'm like Batman, dude. I'm like you're one Batman. I get shot a couple times, I'm not surviving, man.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You have like a superpower aura, but you are mortal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like it's that rage that like people get mad behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always on the streets, dude. Someone like cuts somebody off. I'm like, God damn it! You know what I mean? I get mad for other people.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You get that bad at road rage?
I mean, I'm not. Okay, I've heard some bad stories about road rage, and I also love James Stanley, but I rode in the car with him for
he gets a
5 hours.
Yeah.
And he was, this motherfucker's past me. It's like, yeah. We're going the speed limit. It's the country roads. He's going to go 80. I don't care.
Yeah.
And he's like, everybody hates Priuses. It's like, it's nothing to do with your Prius.
It's how fast you're driving.
It's just, people are normal.
Yeah, I just get road rage when it's like annoying. When it's right in front of you. But for other people, I don't care.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been better at reframing, like, oh, I do this too. How mad can I be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes, don't get me wrong, I'll still be a little racist behind the wheel. Yeah.
It's one of those things that I feel like never goes away. Even my
No.
Yeah, even like the bestest of people, man, they all fall, man.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has their moment, dude. And if you're driving, you get it, dude.
Yeah, put a steering wheel in front of a fucking white Minnesotan man, and you say Somalis, they're gonna have some shit to say.
Absolute. I have shit to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yep.
But it's just because we just develop fucking stereotypes.
Yep.
Like, I don't even know why.
Well, it's also
it's
like,
always because I see generally if there's an accident, it's like an entire sedan of Somali people and like a fucking just some old white dude scratching his head looking at his GMC Sierra with the back all smashed in at it. You know what I mean? That's usually what I see.
Really? I don't,
It was always on my way to work. I don't know why, but when I worked at the day facility.
Yep.
Driving out to Eden Prairie or driving back from Eden Prairie,
Yep.
I would always see it.
I mean, the longer the trek, because I had the same thing when I would drive back from Egan to back to Lino Lake, so it's about a 40-minute drive. Some days, if it's bad traffic, an hour.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know I've told you about this a million times, but in the dead of winter, coming home, I think it was right around Christmas time. So I see just a guy. This car is on fire.
That's right.
And there's a guy running, looking back, and there is a severely disabled. His leg, either way, his legs weren't working.
Right.
And he
Do you
was
think this
crawling
is from the accident?
maybe, but he was crawling away from a burning vehicle. And everybody was like,
just driving right by him. Fuck him.
well, it's also
What do you do?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna stop and just watch a car blow up, get my fucking back windshield a piece of shrapnel through it? Absolutely not.
Well, like at the end of the day, you're reasoning with yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you're on a plane and someone starts having a heart attack, they're shouting, "Is there a doctor? Oh my God, somebody help him!" I'm thinking, I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
I have no applicable skills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna sit in the back, but look a little concerned.
Yeah. I'm CPR verified, but
I'm not
I
jumping
bet
in.
100 people on this plane are also that.
I am too. It lasts for 2 years, which is bullshit. 'Cause
Yep.
The training class, did you have to take one?
Oh yeah.
What's it, like 2 hours? 3 hours?
I had 2 days of it.
Yeah.
I went in for CPR training.
Right.
Day after was medication training.
That's how they broke ours up too. Yeah.
And it was the longest thing. And I remember during the medication training, they were like, "Okay, just show us what you got." And she was like, "Okay, what is this medication?" And I was like, "Is it ibuprofen?" And it was this small, 80-year-old woman. And she went, "No." Like she just had this voice of, "I've smoked so many cigarettes and I want to die soon." You know?
Oh, dude, our med training was just how to fill out the book the right way.
Oh yeah.
Like how to pass meds.
And did you have a nurse on site?
No.
Really?
No, it was just 4 dudes in their early 20s chilling with 4 profoundly disabled men
Really?
in the house.
Oh, okay. Well, at a house different, but for me at the
even
day
at the
program,
day program we didn't.
Really?
No.
Well, we had a nurse and she did everything. It's like, okay, I get it, obviously, in case she's gone one day, but I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna fucking pass him chemo medication. I don't give a shit anymore, you know.
You're trying to toss pills and have the one guy catch it in his mouth. Fucking antipsychotic
Jerry,
bounces off his chest. Right here, Jerry. Boom. Hits him in the eye.
Man, dude, the amount of times I've had to I think we've talked about this before, but that day program thing where if something goes wrong,
Yeah.
if something isn't the way it was yesterday, I've had to stop so many scraps of one guy being, We don't do it that way. And then another dude going, it's okay. And then the voice of reason, dude, always either ends up someone has to be a barrier for him, or he's getting punched in the head.
Really? The
Yeah.
guy that's just trying to talk his buddy down from a ledge.
Yep. There was
That happens often?
happened a few times. It wasn't often.
More than once. You know what I mean? I would never, I would console you and you punch me in my head, I'm moving out the next day. Never talking to you again.
Like, Rick destroyed my PS5. You're like, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. I don't want to fucking hear it.
You put one right to my fucking sternum. Get out of here, you send me to the ground. Fuck you, dude. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm never speaking to you again. The fact that man came up and said, "Oh, I'm sorry," a second time and got jammed up a second time, fool me once, dude.
It wasn't same dudes all the time, but same dude is the aggressor.
Okay, I thought you meant the dude that was consoling him, consoled him on multiple occasions and caught
Oh, no.
hands every time.
Same angry man,
Gotcha.
different punchy. Man.
You ever see anyone in a wheelchair get popped? Neither have I. I was just wondering.
I saw a dude in a wheelchair pop.
Oh, really?
Yes. Something went wrong. Someone said, "Hey, don't be so loud on the bus, buddy."
Mm-hmm.
Another one of the boys.
Yep.
And they're on Metro, and
The Metro Mobility?
Metro Mobility, and
You're with them?
no.
Okay.
They get off the bus. Bus driver says, "You're getting off first. You're getting off last. I don't want you guys to talk to each other." They get in. The one dude wants to go see his counselor and talk about process this, because he was being so loud in the bus. Couldn't take it anymore. Other dude in the wheelchair knew that he was telling on her. Or telling on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh man, he had a voice where if I did it right now, even people who are like, yeah, you can say retarded, would be like, whoa, dude.
Oh, really?
He had one of those voices where it was even.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I think she telling on me. I think she just over and over and over again. I'm like, who's telling on you,
Yeah.
buddy? And he was like, they're telling on me. Comes back in the room, and then he starts going, starts charging at her
In his chair.
in his chair. Oh, he can't.
Yeah.
Fall. And gets right up in her face.
At her chest level, or was she that short?
No,
okay.
no. Normal sized woman.
Right. Okay.
And just something's afoot, obviously. So I start standing up. He goes, goosh, goosh, right on her stomach.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I have to get this guy away.
Yeah.
I roll him out of the room. I put him in the hallway.
Yep.
Put the brakes on his chair because he doesn't know how to work them.
Okay. Right.
You know that's like some John Wick shit. How to get your enemy out, dude?
Wheel them out.
Yep.
The brakes on them.
And just had to listen to outside while she was going, he hit me, oh my god, oh my. And dude, I think we've talked about this a few times. When you're at a place where you have to have the walkie on the desk.
Yeah, bad news.
I was fucking,
Yep.
And
Yep.
brought the nurse down there. Mm-hmm. Turns out,
Yeah.
like, got bruised the fuck up. And
Really?
this guy was old, in a chair.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, not like a guy that works out a lot, but dude, it is crazy when that fucking switch clicks, dude.
How strong they
Yeah, it's like a Marshawn Lynch. Nobody could stop me. Even a brick wall couldn't stop me. Just fucking,
You want to do a jersey swap on Zins?
Sure. I mean, I don't. I put one in already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'll give you one for a cool mint.
Cool, man. Dude.
Shout out Zin. We're back on him because On didn't want to sponsor us. So, hey, On, you want to play the same game we were playing with Zin? You just saw how it went a couple weeks ago. You want me to hurt myself?
He's been getting real sick. He said in preparation, he's actually going to bed with him in, but on like the back of his molars.
Yep.
He's just swallowing Zin.
Swallowing.
And he's waking up going, guess it didn't hit me last night. But the day
I'm getting weaker by the day.
Yeah, the day you come out hiccuping, man, it's gonna be a bad day for On.
So watch out, On. You don't want to pay hospital bills, huh? I'll sue ya.
Did I tell you what happened when Max gave me the 8 milligram On?
Oh yeah, when you threw up at.
Oh, that's right. I did tell you about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at Acme and Max goes, "You want one?" And this is I was new to it, so I didn't know like black packaging means very like strong. And he like flashed me. I was like, "Oh, sure, fine." And then he kept asking me if I wanted another, which I realized real bad sign.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in for something.
You're getting dosed.
You know?
Yeah.
And he starts going, "No, just take another." I didn't.
Yeah.
But I didn't make the list at Acme, so I go to 612 Brew with Danny J.
With Danny J. Boom. Shout out Danny J.
Yeah, for real. And I talked to Dan, and I'm not. He's like, "You okay, man?" Because I'm like wobbly a little bit.
Fucked you up that bad?
Yeah. I was like, like I was like grab my chest a little bit, like doing the.
To the point where Danny J stepped in.
Yeah. And he's
Jesus.
like, "You're all right?" And then I walk in behind Connor, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna throw up, aren't you? You're gonna throw up. I know it." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna throw up." I just start sitting on the toilet like this, like just like really bad.
Ass out.
Ass out, like pants pulled down because I want to have the effect of maybe his.
I might shit.
Yeah.
I might not throw up. Yeah.
And not even 15 seconds of that, I was standing up just.
Pants still around your ankles?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
But at that point, I was like, I had convinced myself I'm pooping, so I started to poop a little bit.
Oh,
and it was like, just having to like clench that hard when you're throwing up is the worst.
The old convince yourself you're gonna shit, end up puking, then having to shit.
Yep.
I've had that on
dude.
Countless occasions.
Yeah. And it's a public bathroom, so what I used to do at home when I would get like real sick, I used to just be like angle myself enough over the toilet, pull the seat up, but vomit into the sink, and then I would
pack it down. You would just stuff your sink full of puke chunks.
Well, I'd take out the center thing.
Oh,
but
damn!
It still wouldn't be great. It would still smell like literal vomit for months
down your sink drain.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? What?
I don't think about that kind of shit, dude. I just do. But no, yeah, it was. It's harsh, dude. If you're new to the nicotine pouches, dude, don't start high.
3 mil to 6 mil is where it's at, but 8.
I'd say 6 mil. If it's your first time doing it,
do a
3.
Yeah.
Do a 3 or a 2.
Yeah.
Do not go over that.
No, because it affects you physically.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Real, and it's not like, oh, I smoke a bunch of cigs. It's almost completely different. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's
you feel all tingly, and you do feel woozy as hell. Do you remember the first time you ever chewed?
Yes.
When was it?
I threw up the first time I chewed too.
Oh, what was it, dude?
So it was my friend loves Skoal. So it was Skoal Wintergreen.
Skoal.
And it wasn't like pouches or anything like that. It was just literal pinch.
Mm-hmm.
And he packed it. He was like, I normally do about this much. He was like 17, and he would pack like just huge,
full lips, horseshoes. Yeah.
So I put the same amount in. I'm like, all right, well. And he just let it happen, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
And well, I don't even think he had a second thought about it. But we're playing 2K for a little bit, and we pause it because I think he had to like go talk to his mom or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I like lay down to the side a little bit, And I was like, and it was a harsh, like, I'm on the decline right now.
Yeah.
And probably 2.5 hours in the bathroom.
Really?
Yes.
Did his mom know you were doing it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't like you have to be quiet or anything like that. It was just, it was no good.
Dude, I remember the first time I did mine, I threw up. The first few times I chewed, I threw up.
Yeah.
But that's the same sort of a thing about consoling a buddy and just getting punched in the head.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
You want to have a good time because everybody's like, oh, nothing's better than having a fucking lip in. And you're like, nothing's better, then I'll try it. And then it turns out lots better when you're...
I had sat down in a baby stroller and my head was spinning so fast. I the buddy's house I was at, his mom ran like a daycare out of the house.
Yep.
And I took it and just had to sit in the baby stroller, like a tight little baby stroller.
The nicotine spins are much worse than anything you'll get with like alcohol or...
Yeah,
or they're just very quickly more violent.
It turns my stomach way more.
Yep.
And then the second time I did it, we all did it in a basement. We were playing. You remember the game Outlast?
Yes.
We were playing Outlast, or watching my buddy play Outlast, and we all threw one in. And I went upstairs. My buddy's brother's friend went upstairs, and he's like, I gotta go take a piss. Leaves. I leave, go outside, and start throwing up. In the bushes across from me is the dude that's like, I gotta go take a piss. Throwing up. He had his hands on his hips. He was going, ugh. All right, I'm going to get out of here. He just went back to his parents' place. Didn't say goodbye to anybody. Everybody threw up that night.
That reminds me of my first time like smoking out of a bong too. Well, my first time smoking was out of a water bottle bong. So
like a gravity bong or like an actual water bottle?
Like a water bottle with a piece in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the first time my friend had a mini bong, so I just had a choke on it, and I was very new to it. I think it was like ninth grade, graduating ninth grade.
Yeah.
And we go to a party for the end of the school year, and the kid that did the fucking dry ice bombs at the airport gives me
this hooligan again.
Yes,
this man.
Yeah. He gives me these 2 fat fucking hits. And I had asthma at the time, or I still do, but really severe, like when I was young, and just start puking all over this super rich girl's like backyard, like just pile, and I wasn't in like a group chat. I also was not close to them, didn't really know them. I just had a friend that was invited.
Yeah,
he was like, "Fuck it, you can come," and they apparently like said in the group chat like, who puked all over our backyard? Like, my parents didn't suspect a thing until they walked out there and the dog started eating it. Yeah, dude. No good.
Did you go to like big house parties, like big high school house parties?
Not really. A few.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest ones I was at.
Okay.
But not like every weekend or every week, something like that.
Yeah. That made it sound like it was a big party if you're there. The biggest ones I was at.
It's the biggest party ever. I got to the party. They said it's not big till you're here. I said, yeah, it's
goddamn right. It's big,
yeah,
man.
But no, like when everybody's invited.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, I'm coming. But like, if it's just a small thing and. I don't know. I wasn't really a partier back in high school.
No.
I would smoke. I would drink from time to time, but it wasn't something like that. But yeah, it was. How about you? Did you go to a lot of house parties?
I remember I went to. It was mostly like field parties. I went to one house party.
Yeah. A
big one.
Yep.
It was in the summertime, and this dude's family was out of town. And actually, I went to 3. Third one was insane. This dude's parents were out of town because his sister played travel basketball, and every weekend they were out of town. And so in the summer, he would throw big house parties at his parents' house while they were gone.
Yeah.
And we were at like the second to last one and the last one because by that point, it had gotten so huge. Like, because he was just constantly throwing parties at his parents. It got so fucking big that I remember we pulled up in this, like, neighborhood. Cars were lined down the street on either end. Just high schoolers' cars.
Holy shit.
We went in, and the party was fucking huge. First night was good. We went back again on the next Friday because we were like, dude, you got to see this party. It's fucking big. We're taking a piss outside, and then, like, a line of cops start wheeling into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I run straight into the cornfield, and I was so fucking high, and this dude, he was like, you want to smoke wet or something? I can't remember. So I took a couple puffs.
Yeah.
I just took a couple puffs, and it, like, really fucking made me paranoid and high. So when the cops showed up, I army crawled through this cornfield along the highway, and I remember I kept just, like, coming into people.
Yep.
And they'd be like, oh my God. I would just scare them and come crawling through. Fucking get picked up by my buddy's friend.
Yep.
And my buddy, and he's like, I gotta go back and get my car. So we get into this neighborhood, and there's a lot of police there.
Yep.
And he has the dude drop us off. So I'm just trapped in the neighborhood. Dude pulls up in a van, and then he goes, get in. And we get in the van, and he goes, are you guys from the party? And we're like, yeah. And he goes, me too. And he's like, I was just trying to sell Molly. And he pulled out of his sock. He had like a fat sack of Molly.
Oh, my God.
And he was on a Nexus tablet because his mom took his phone. He was grabbed. His mom took his phone. So he was on a Nexus tablet trying to connect to the neighboring house's internet.
Jesus Christ.
So that he could Snapchat call his friend in the cornfield. Can one of you turn my hotspot on? I'll smoke you up.
Jesus Christ.
We get out, and then I just decide to get, like, stopped by the police because I was like, I didn't drink at all.
Yeah.
I had, like, a beer, and then my friend was like, you need to drive. So I just smoked weed. And then walked up. The cops patted us down. We had to call our parents. We got busted at that one.
Damn.
My friend had an underager. He had to go to classes, like alcohol classes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I never got caught.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I never really got caught for anything like I did while I was in high school. It happened like when I first turned 18 and was like done, you know. Like,
what happened?
Have I ever told you this story?
When you got caught with the weed?
Yeah.
That's a good story, yeah.
Yeah, man. So pretty much what happened was I had met this woman like back when I first started dating apps, and I had kind of like sworn them off for a while, but I was like, fuck it, let's try it. Like third woman I meet, she's like, let's hang out, let's do something. I'm like, okay, fine, let's go out and do something. I go out, I meet her. I had, for whatever reason, we were talking about smoking. I'm like, fine, I'll bring my weed shit. And I have a whole like Nike, because I'm a dumb kid, and it's literally 3 years ago. But so I had a strap backpack, like string backpack.
Yeah, the Nike one. Yep.
With a bong, like probably a quad of weed.
Damn. Yeah.
A bowl, papers, lighters, everything you could fucking need. Things start heating up, so I drive us to a park. We are, where it gets real strange.
Get busy.
Getting busy.
You fucking her? You laying wood?
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't gonna make you kiss and tell.
No, but it was she was very, very weird.
Right. Yeah.
She wanted to get. I feel like this is gonna get.
Oh, come on!
Hand.
This is in the past, man.
You're right. Well, she had me punch her in the ribs. We were just talking about how I could kill a man with 10 punches, know for a fact couldn't.
You put that, you put that bitch on her 9th life warning, man.
Exactly. So it was pretty fucking weird, but that is a fucking strange thing that is on video now. I end up getting out of the car. First thing I see when I pulled out is, like one of those like ATVs, but it's not an ATV. It has like a roll cage on it.
Oh, it's like a 4x4.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It like just bright lights hit me, and I'm like, shh, just blinded by them. Mm-hmm. A guy walks up. I'm shirtless, and he goes, he's like, "What's going on tonight?" And I'm like, "Not much. How about you?" And and then he's like, "How much you had to drink tonight?" I'm like, "Nothing. I haven't drank a little bit."
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, "Okay, well, what's going on?" I'm like, "Well, there's a woman in the car." And he goes, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, we talked to we're out on a date right now. He's like, I guess I don't get it, man. You
had to say you were fucking in the car.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted.
Yeah. And it was like, I was like outside of the vehicle, like the door was open.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Why were you outside of the car?" And I'm like, just because that was the way it was going. That was the way it was going. And he starts going, "Well, I guess I just have to go in and look and just make sure that everything's all right." She's completely naked. And I'm like, that's not a good idea. And he starts going, "If I were to search the car, what's in it?" And I'm like, nothing, I don't think.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "So what's that smell I smell?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then
yeah.
I just remember this so vividly. I'm sorry. And he starts like getting really close to the car. I'm like, I'm not gonna let you in there. And he goes, "Is there weed in the car?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's like," and I start fucking freaking and panicking, because he's getting real close. And then I just start telling him everything. And he pulls up 2 squad cars, a K9 unit on top of that, fucking just everything. After I told him that, sorry, I have weed in a park,
Yep.
And it was real something. And
how'd you get out of it?
I didn't. He said, we're not going to charge you with anything. Don't worry. She's just going to go up and search the car. And then like they take out everything and put it all on like the hood. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to make her take the fucking fall for this. It's mine. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, well, and I was shirtless the whole time. And he was like, "Do you want like a coat or something?" And I'm like, "No, it's all right. It's like 50. I'm pretty fat. It's okay." He's like, "Yeah, you are."
Whoa.
Yeah. Like so mean.
You should have been like, "Yeah, dude, I'm hitting 3 bills to be at peak physical form.
Dude,
I'll throw you flat down on the ground.
Keep it going.
Listen here, pig. I'll spin you over my head
Yeah.
and slam you on the ground,
Yeah.
right from your colleagues."
And I shouldn't say the name of this police officer, but I remember it so vividly.
Yeah.
And
don't say his first name.
Yeah, Mr. Officer Cree.
Yeah.
And he comes up to the car after having us get in there, and is like, "Well, it turns out we're charging you for the weed. We're not charging you for like, I think it was like indecent exposure."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
all right.
Well, good. And then he's like, "Just if you ever want to have like adult fun, it's just not good to do it in public." And then just leaves. And it was like, I thought it was like, oh, it's just like a thing I just have to pay, and we're good. Turns out being in a park after hours is a gross misdemeanor or something like that.
So did you have to tell your
I had
parents?
to tell my parents that, like, and
the lovely McVeighs.
yes, and my mom was like, "I want to read that police report." And I'm like, "You can't read that police report." and she says she hasn't, but I'm fucking sure she has.
Yeah.
And I had to get a fucking lawyer. I had to.
Really?
Yes, it was bad.
Damn.
Took
dude.
months.
Did it
Probably
really?
6 months. It was from September to March.
Not on your record though.
Not anymore. No. They talked it down to just being in a park after hours, and then I was on probation for it, so I couldn't be caught again in a park after hours for a whole year.
Dude, what are you supposed to do? You're asking me to not live my fucking life.
That's what I'm saying. It's gross what this police system has become.
You just go, Your Honor, you don't understand how you're affecting my life right now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm in parks after hours all the time. I got caught in a park once, but it wasn't that. The cop knew my dad.
Well, why were you caught in a park after hours?
Because my friend had just broken up, and I was with my friend's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, if you don't want to.
So we didn't. Oh, he knows. We dated for a while. But we were fucking on the DL. I'd pick her up at Menards and shit. We'd fucking.
It's just a thing, dude.
It was just a thing, dude. You know, you park over in the hardware department of the fucking Menards, and you meet up and you bang.
Yep.
So I didn't know where to fuck, so I pull into this public park, like state park that we had, and we're getting down to it might be the first time I had sex. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was the first time we fucked. And
wait, like first time ever?
Ever. Yeah. That's what this was. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm having sick tits. I'm squeezing boobs.
Yeah.
And then I see like lights flash on her.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, it's her boyfriend, or it's her ex-boyfriend.
Yep.
So I get in the front and I just start driving, and the car starts following me out of the parking lot. And he follows us for like 5 minutes. This park's really long. Finally, he hits us with the lights, comes up. She's naked, laying in the back of the car.
Yep.
Towel, like blanket on. And the cop comes up and he goes, what are you doing out here tonight? Same sort of thing. And it was like, oh, we're just out. And he's like, is your dad? And he says my dad's name. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, all right, well, just go home. He said, just drop her off and go home. And I was like, okay.
Dude, you are so fucking lucky.
Yeah.
That is, or you know what? You're not, because that's your first time having sex.
I remember seeing him again.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
And like seeing him around my dad, knowing like, oh, this dude knows.
Yep.
He knows that he caught me. I was like in pajama pants, and the condom was hanging out of the flap of the pajama pants, deflated. And I had no shirt on, and he rolled up on me like that.
Man.
So he fucking caught me.
That's fucking brutal. I have never really had a cop like in my family. My uncle's brother is a police officer. Yeah. And I remember the first question my brother had to ask him was, you ever killed somebody? He went, yep. At like 13 years old. My brother was 13. Yep. I was probably like 11. Yep.
Oh my God. I don't think there was any police shootings ever in like on Alaska or La Crosse, or maybe there was, but there wasn't anything where anyone
in like
died.
South Dakota. So I was like, have you
shot and killed someone on the job?
It might have been a joke, but that's all I remember, dude. It was I don't even remember what he looks like. I just remember. Yep.
How well do you think you'd fare in war?
Not well.
No?
No.
Neither do I.
Thing about it is, man, I just have to be on the offensive every time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you have to become the homeless person you're talking
that's
about.
That's what I mean. Like, I have to have the element of surprise. Yep. Then, real well. Mm-hmm. If I catch dudes like no guns up, no, yeah. I just just all of them, then it's like, okay, I could probably...
Your sneak's at 100. You're down, stabbing them in the neck every time, sneaking up behind them.
Oh, I can't
Stabbing 'em in
sneak,
the
man. They hear boom, 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 and I'm hitting them so hard, probably pushing one guy over the other, stabbing two.
This John Wick shit,
Yep.
dude. Really? You think you could do this?
With a surprising like push of a man like me,
Right.
and assuming if I'm in the military, I'm in good shape.
Okay, so we're really playing into the fantasy. I just thought,
what do you mean by war?
I just mean war. Like, do you think just you right now? How do you think you do in war?
Not well.
No.
No.
Do you think you could? You think I could shoot somebody?
No.
Yeah.
No. I
What if they were just giving you blanks the entire time? You thought you killed a. It's just a psyop. They convince you that you killed the entire family in Iraq, but it was just blanks. They let you come home psychologically damaged. Yeah, it's just blanks. The report comes out. We were giving soldiers mostly blanks.
Yeah, dude. It's How about you? How do you think you would fare?
Bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
I think I could do okay in like I was thinking about my extreme weight loss.
Yep.
And I was like, I think I could do really well in a situation where food is scarce.
Where you're like one of those World War II dudes in the Pacific.
What?
You ever hear about what they had to go through?
No.
The
The ones that the boat went out?
No.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it was, but pretty much they were in like a camp where you're spitting it. Okay.
It's done. The fucking thing's empty.
Okay.
Then you have enough space to spit, reuse their thing as a spitter. The thing that On doesn't have.
Yeah. No, that is something that is kind of annoying about that. But they were like starving, like purposefully starving them, obviously because it's war. But I don't remember how. But they also like somehow left them without water as well. So they had to go like I think like 2 weeks without food or water.
Whoa.
And yeah, they just had to fucking dog that shit out, dude.
Right away, when you said, I don't know how they did it, when you said they didn't give them water, I don't know how they did it. I was like, they simply just didn't
They
give
must
them
have been
water.
like on the beach or something like that because they were like being shelled constantly. And yeah, so it must have been like all salt water and they just were not letting them in. But yeah, I would not fare well in that situation.
I heard it made me sick, man. It was a crash in the Andes Mountains. Plane goes down and they have like they've got a group of people with them, and then they're rationing. They have like wine and M&Ms and like peanuts and other shit like that, like shit you'd have on an airplane.
Yep.
So they ration that out, and it's cold up there. And then they get to the end of that.
Is this the soccer team?
Might be.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Think
guys
so.
that crashed and started eating each other?
Yeah.
To survive.
Yeah, that's the soccer team.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Eating, they ate all of the foam seats.
Yep.
Oh, man, I don't have that in me.
No. Absolutely not. Eating foam seats?
Mm-hmm.
You're on mountains, dude. Just jump off.
A dude, I had heard that he described he found a tube of toothpaste, and that was the best meal he had ever had.
That is not good for you. That's like Cartman eating the Vagisil, dude. That is a harsh meal.
Imagine you taking your fucking Crest 3D White every morning. Breakfast of Champions.
God, that's so good.
Holy shit, I love starting my day off right.
My teeth are looking all white and shit.
We didn't even do the ad read.
Oh, fuck.
We got to do
Yeah. Right at the end.
right at the end, and then we'll land the plane.
Yep.
So, you like smoking weed. You like watching us smoke weed. We don't put this podcast out on a regular schedule, and I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I'm kind of not.
So be
It's
it.
hard to edit.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry to the 500 people that watched our YouTube video. One of those. To the one guy that watched our YouTube video 500 times. Boom. Up yours. No. Fuck it. To all the haters and fans.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You like smoking weed like us. You like watching us smoke weed. You go to gocarbon.co and put in the code word AIDSMAN. You'll get 20% off their entire website.
And what's on that website, Aiden?
That's goddamn what I was going to ask myself, man. What's on the website? You got shirts. You've got...
Well, don't lead with shirts. They have CBD edibles. They have dog CBD edibles. So if your dog gets real rowdy during thunderstorms, or gets real rowdy,
eats 2 pounds of chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta either put them down by giving them some chocolate, or you can give him a little CBD treat at the end of the night. Make sure he's not jumping in your room pouring ramen noodles all over your PS4 controllers. So you just gotta give him a little CBD treat. Next thing you gotta do is maybe
get yourself
yeah,
some gummies.
There's also
Delta 9 gummies that you can get shipped right to your house with the code word AIDSMAN for 20% off. And the Canna Chews are great.
They're so fucking good.
They're 10 milligrams each. If they don't fare well with weed, take a half. And that turns it into a fucking 20-pack. Because they come in 10 in a little tube.
And it's like 5 milligrams, but it feels like a lot more.
Yeah. It's 10.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, there we go.
But if that's not your style, they got CBD versions of that too. Stuff to help you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, shirts. Their apparel's pretty cool. They give
it
me
is
a shirt to wear. I wore it on stage at Acme this past week. And I got a lot of compliments on it. So
it's a great company.
GoCarbon.co, code word AIDSMAN. You'll get 20% off their entire store. And then it helps them as well as us.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Oh, I'm going to New York.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in New York, and then I'm going to go to the desert and reconfigure.
And grab sand.
Grab sand, scream at the air. I went through the desert on a horse with no name. Screaming in the... Ah! And the moon's on my face. What's going on? Who am I? Who am I? I come back. I got fucking round sunglasses on. I'm doing a different style now, man. It's all peace and love for me, brother. You see this sand right here? I show you a vial that I wear around my neck now. This taught me a lot, brother. See, this is all time. This is all seconds.
You're talking to little Ali. Just go, just all seconds. Make him count.
How many seconds you got?
Stop doing this shit, man. Just go to the desert.
I have one question to ask you before we go. Would you rather know when you die or how you die?
When?
Really?
Yeah.
See, I thought that, but then I had a science teacher, and he was out mowing, and he had a brush hog behind his tractor, and he got out to open a gate. Tractor knocked him down, brush hog ripped his legs off, and he crawled. Imagine saying when, and then they tell you, like, or you say, I want to know how I die, and then you got to say, because they say, you're getting your legs ripped off by a brush hog.
No, dude, it's not, because the reason I say when is because you can be like, okay, I got this amount of time left, and it'll probably give you a whole new fucking perspective on life.
Yeah.
Other thing would be is if you knew how you died, you'd spend your whole life avoiding it, and guess what?
It's coming.
No matter what.
If they give you an older one, that's reason to think that it's just old age.
Well, yeah, but that's true. But
yeah,
with something like, oh, you're gonna get your legs ripped off by a tractor hog.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm staying away, and then when you see a fucking tractor hog,
it's over.
You ruin it, and you're gonna spend your whole life going, it's not gonna happen. I know it. I'm not gonna go around one ever again, and you're gonna fuck it up one day, and it's gonna be royal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some fucking dude.
But if you knew like the day or when exactly when,
would you just be you would learn to accept the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's interesting.
my take.
No, that's a good one. That's what I always kind of thought was like, I have a lot of people to tell me how.
Yeah.
But I think because I think you might either be surprised at when, but you might also be like, oh, that's pretty long.
Yep.
Like, I mean, what if they just gave you 2?
2 years?
Yeah. How'd you start living?
A lot better.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting.
Because when you're thinking, oh, I'll find out, and it'll be farther down the line. But if they throw 2 years at you, that's a loop. But that's
true.
long enough where you're going to run out of money at some point. You got to get loans.
Yep.
Take a bunch of personal loans out. Leave your family in a heap of debt. And know that you're doing it, too. I got 2 years. Your parents are like, how are you getting this money? Oh, you'll see. You can give the Maserati to the bank. I don't give a shit about that when I'm gone. They start thinking you're killing yourself.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting question. Yeah. Something to think about.
Because I think it's like both of the options are so great, and people want to know how. Just because it's like, I hope it's not painful. I hope it's not painful. But if it's
like how and it's like a heart attack, or like, oh, you just you die in your sleep. Mm-hmm. That would be good to know, I think.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. They're both good answers, but I feel like
you get shot in the chest at Camp Bar open mic. But
that's where.
Huh?
I feel like if it was...
but you get shot in the chest. Fine, you get shot in the chest, but you know it's at a mic. How about that? You get shot in the chest at a mic.
Oh man, that would be tough. Just being like, I don't want to be here. Fuck it. I just have to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. Done. It's believable.
I often wonder how more of them don't get shot up.
Oh, for real?
Well, I'm going to be in New York for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to the desert to change as a person. No, I have jury duty in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I gotta go sort that out.
That's so fucking funny.
But yeah, I got a show January 6th, Tiny Boys in Brooklyn. I don't know where it's at. They'll have to look it up.
Yep.
January 12th.
Look it up, you fucking pieces of shit supporting me.
You fucking assholes. You look it up. The 12th, I'll be at the Stand in New York on Sugar Babies. And then Sunday, I'm doing some show in Vegas. And Wednesday, I'm doing some show next to fucking Rick Harrison's pawn shop.
Really? Gold and silver?
Yep.
Wow.
At Rollin' Rick's Smokin' Barbecue. So,
Rollin' Rick.
Where are you going to be?
Well, if this comes out before then, January 14th, I'll be at some fucking winery in whatever fucking Saskatchewan.
What is it? You plug it.
It's
get one person to show up. One that's watching our video 500
you're
times.
You're right. It's let me find the group chat on Facebook. It's January 14th at Chinaska Creek Ranch and Winery. Laughs on the Go. With James Stanley and Pearl Rose. It's going to be a fantastic show. And yeah, I'll be doing 10 to 15 minutes. Pearl will be doing 30 to 50 or 30 to 35. It's all PG-13 show. No explicit sex stuff. I'm not worried about either of you, though. That's what James said. And then April 15th. This is too far away.
Fuck it, you can say
I'll be hosting for Tommy Ryman.
There you go. Those are the dates coming up. If you want to find us on Instagram, you got to find our house first, and we'll tell you at the front door. How about that? The day you come knocking's the day I'll tell you where to find me on Instagram. All right. Well, thanks for listening.